Hey drummers, hope you're doing well. Shout out to Richard and Alison and a few people, in fact, who've asked about this. A short while ago, a few months ago, I played at a really happening jam night we've got in Cambridge, the Cambridge Funk Jam. Really cool. And we were playing CC Peniston, finally, like great dance tune from the 90s. I think it was near the end of the night. And somebody took a few videos and they got shared and I put it on my Instagram story, I think, and a YouTube short. And quite a few people, including those two channel members, said, "What's this? What are you playing? What's the groove here?" So it's a 16th hand-to-hand feel. It was something like this. So here we go. I mean, tempted to say it's a pretty straightforward thing, but I never assume where people are at with their drumming, how long they've been playing, what experience they have. So I'll talk you through from the ground up what it is. Like I say, it's a hand-to-hand, single stroke roll, 16th note feel. The bass drum was 4 on the floor all the way. As soon as people are up dancing, I didn't notice this till I rewatched this video just now. But there's a bloke in the red t-shirt. I don't know him, but he's just feeling it. Like just the band. I love it. I love it when people just come along. I don't think he got up and played or anything like that. I could be wrong. But he was digging it, wasn't he? I didn't notice that. They got a mirror behind where I'm sitting. He's absolutely loving it. Good on him. So as soon as you got people dancing, like your man in the red there, what a legend. The 4 on the floor is the one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give them what they want. So bass drum, 4 beats in the bar, 4 on the floor. The sticks are playing in the basic version a 16th note hand-to-hand feel. 1 and a 3 and a 3 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. That basic feel played at a fairly lively, like disco dance feel. Disco dance speed, I should say. But as so often in drumming, it's the accents, I feel, which bring a groove like this to life, or have the power to bring a groove like this to life. Accents in single stroke roll is this sort of huge thing, I would say, in the whole of drumming. For me, all drummers pretty much, certainly drummers that I work with, I teach, I coach, from the beginning of their drumming, we get them playing a single stroke roll, one stick then the other. As soon as possible, we get their feet working with it as well. Especially that lovely 4 on the floor, and then we play accents, right? So we just practice whipping out accents. So, for example, accent on the beat, accent on the and, and you go through that basic drill and build up your ability over time to play accents in all sorts of positions. And that's what we're doing here. I'll give you the sort of basic core thing I'm doing. Like a lot of these things, when you play live, it just becomes like a time feel. I'm not playing one particular beat. I'm just sort of varying it up as I go, I guess. But it's sort of based around this, and I think this is actually, I think what I'm playing is inspired by. It's like I'm playing a slightly simpler version of what is actually on the recording. It's not live drums. It's a dance track, but it's got this kind of hi-hat accent or hi-hat sound to it. I'm playing around with something that goes 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. That kind of feel. So the core accent pattern, I'll take the open hi-hat away for a second, is 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. So the accent pattern is, again, the core one is just 2 beats long. You're accenting on the and of beat 1. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. And then the last 2 16ths of beat 2. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So if you play that just as an accent pattern, like in single stroke roll on your snare, you'd 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. obviously here, like I often say, it all depends where you're at with your drumming. You're also bringing the right stick to the snare drum, right, which is also an accent, I guess. So your right stick is forming the backbeat, the big hit on the snare drum 2 and 4. I'll go slow. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. And then generally I was opening the hi-hat on the and of beat 1 and the and of beat 3. Remember, this pattern is 2 beats long. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, and from there, making changes like you do. When I was playing drum fills, it was generally single stroke roll, like a crash on the beat. Again, it's like an accent on the beat thing. Drum fill. Oh. That was the core idea. Did some other things, like I opened the hi-hat in different places as it went along. And in turn changed up the accent pattern a bit, but that was the core idea. I noticed on that little video, I'm even playing a 6-stroke roll at one point. I'm going like at the start of the bar, like on beat 1. I'm playing a sextuplet as right, left, left, right, right, left. Which is a whole other thing. I love a 6-stroke roll. So I hope that gives you some idea. What I'll do just now on the channel members page is I'll post all of these things. I'll post the basic accent pattern, then I'll post the basic groove with no open hi-hat, then I'll post the core groove with the open hi-hat, and then I'll post that 6-stroke roll lick just for a bit of fun. I'll just put them up. Again, like, it's interesting because I see why people take an interest in this. I'm delighted that people do take an interest. Like, I was kind of just winging it at the time. It's interesting, isn't it? I think really for me, what I'm getting at here is it's not even about this beat. It's about the core skills behind it. Like, how often does it come back to this? And I reflect on this every day. It's the basics, man. It's the core basics. If you've got these skills at your disposal, the ability to play single stroke roll cleanly, the ability, and it's stuff that seems like boring stuff right at the time, but when you're making music, these are the skills we lead into like crazy. So it's single stroke roll, it's the ability to play accents in a single stroke roll, it's the ability to play a 16th note groove, and then it's that whole lovely stage of falling in love with that, playing it on the regular, playing and playing and playing, and listening back to yourself, recording yourself, listening back so it feels good. Hopefully I'm in a position now to produce a groove that feels good. Evidently there's a man in red, he wanted to dance anyway, so I'm delighted with that. I always think that's, if you see a person, a punter at your gig, feeling the groove like that, you know you're doing something right? I'd like to think so. So yeah, it's all core stuff. I can't stress this enough. It's just basics, right? It's the stuff. I bet if you've got a practice plan for me, it's the stuff that's on your practice plan, right? It's your single stroke roll, it's your bass drum 4 on the floor, it's the accents, again it's a 16th note feel, and yeah, I post all 4 versions of that groove on the channel members page now. Shout out to Richard and Alison who asked about that, and all the other amazing channel members who support this channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. If you'd like to get the notation and practice along for all the videos such as this that I put up, as well as a practice plan personalized for you, updated for you as you progress, complimentary 30-minute Zoom or face-to-face session, access to future sessions if you want them, ongoing drum support, and loads more, please consider becoming a channel member at my Buy Me a Coffee channel members page. I'll link to that below. Shout out to those guys and everyone who took an interest in that. Get yourself down to Cambridge Funk Jam. I'll put a post out next time I'm playing at it. It's a great happening jam. See you soon. Thanks so much.